Okay. Hey guys, I'm here at my graduation place, Summit Community Center, and we're going.
Would you please join me in standing? As we begin our much anticipated event today, I would like to take an opportunity to thank a number of people who have contributed to making this a very memorable ceremony for all of us. Please join me in thanking Commander Guile and the NJROTC Color Guard for their presentation of the colors, and to Leslie Moffitt and to Janet Hitt in the direction of our band and choir for leading us in the national anthem and for the musical performances as we enter this evening. Please also welcome our superintendent, Dr. Gary Cohen. Please welcome Assistant Superintendent for the South Region, Dr. Peter Scott, and Associate Superintendent, Dr. Tony Burton.
Hello, graduating class of 2014. I would like to start out by thanking the National Honor Society for honoring me with this opportunity to speak in front of you all today. Wow, look at where we all are right now, sitting here with our families, teachers, administrators, and friends surrounding us. Here we are, ready to climb another step up the ladder to success. Our first step in this 13-year journey began as young 4- and 5-year-olds who would take naps and play Lava Monster in the playground during recess. We learned our ABCs, how to count, and sing songs about friendship. Just a couple of more steps up the ladder, and we had learned that spelling tests could be a bit difficult, how to add and subtract with apples and oranges, and that fractions, well, they were fractions. Finally, we reached a larger step up the ladder, 5th grade. Now we were the top dogs. We got the chairs at assemblies while everyone else sat on the floor. We were admired trusted and adored by all the younger kids because, you know, we were so old. Our step up to middle school was a little bit more awkward. As 6th graders, we were back to being the youngest. Middle school was a time where many of us had braces, but it's okay, because it was worth the straight teeth. We moved around friend groups, and hey, some of us found our true friends. And we didn't get to play sports until 7th grade, but actually, I still see no logic in that one. I think that we can all agree that our best memories of middle school revolve around every field day. Come on, high school, what's wrong with you? Why did you stop field day? Thus far, our journey up the ladder to success had only increased steadily in difficulty. Our worries were still selling tests. Now we were learning some more difficult history, and math and science, well, those classes never got easier. As 8th graders, we were back on top. We got the best seats once again at assemblies, and again, we were admired, trusted, and adored by all the younger kids. Because, you know, we were so old. We soon graduated 8th grade, another gigantic step up the ladder, and entered a whole new world of Henry M. Jackson High School. We all entered the world of high school as young, bright-eyed freshmen. We thought we were really cool, and trust me, there's no doubt about it from the start. We were. From the day we curiously stepped in the gym for freshman orientation, to now as we anxiously wait to walk up and receive our diplomas, high school will always remain memorable for all of us. We all had different ladders, but we were all aiming for one high step, graduation. We have accomplished so many great achievements within these past 4 years. One being that we all hold the title of being the only class to have won the food drive all 4 years. Come on, let's all give ourselves a pat on the back for that one. We never stopped working hard and setting the bar high. Just last week, we had the most amazing prom on a cruise ship. This year as seniors, we were again on the top, and again we got the best seats at assemblies. But moreover, we were admired, trusted, and adored by all the underclassmen, because, you know, this time, we were so old. Today, sitting amongst us, we have graduates who are amazing athletes, incredible leaders, beautiful singers, dramatic actors, creative artists, snazzy musicians, impressive technological inventors, and so much more. Throughout these past 4 years, we have all had so many good times, and on the way, we have had to overcome some obstacles in order to reach this step on the ladder. Our memories range from dressing up for every homecoming. Has anyone mastered how to put on a boutonniere? Joining clubs. Yeah, look at how involved I am. Studying hard for tests. Okay, that wasn't true. Procrastinating on everything, including this speech. Playing sports, or just trying out. And showcasing the best school spirit all around. We have had the opportunity to learn from many great educators, to whom we truly are thankful for, even if we do not express it often. Class of 2014, we are epic. We have students amongst us who have fought with medical hardships and won the battle. With them here, it's reassuring that we can conquer anything. We also have students who have gone to district, state, national, and international competitions where they have made us proud every time. I think that we can all agree that our class has some of the greatest athletes who have led us to state competitions again and again. We all soon will hold the title of a class of 2014 graduate, an accomplishment that we all share. Thank you, class of 2014, for making the past 4 years unforgettable. I am proud to graduate with you all on this day. It will become another day in our past, one of our last high school memories. 2014 Trust. Trust yourselves. Reflect on your past. Learn from your mistakes, and trust that you will end up in the right place within time. Thank you, Class 2014.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is my pleasure to be speaking at tonight's commencement, and I would like to thank the staff of Jackson High School for providing me with this honor. To all the family members, loved ones, and staff members who are in attendance today, the class of 2014 thanks you for the love and support you have provided us so we can be celebrating today. And to my classmates, congratulations on such an amazing accomplishment. The time has finally come to celebrate the hard work we have put into our educational endeavors. Give yourselves a round of applause, come on. Woo. I would like to start off with a rather simple story that ended up changing my life dramatically. It was just last November that I was sitting on a plane coming home from a wedding, thinking about the homework that I had to catch up on, the cross-country season I was about to step back into, and all of the college applications that I had to finish. I had all of these plans to finish homework on the plane, but as we all know, that typically never happens. So instead, I found myself immersed into this tablet that Alaska Airlines provided. So these tablets Chasing Mavericks is a movie about surfing, and it's also your typical inspirational movie where a young man wants to accomplish something, works hard to accomplish it, and then eventually does. One line in the movie stuck with me, and it is, you have to recognize fear and be able to understand what you are afraid of. Then you can surf the Mavericks. For the longest time, I didn't know why this quote stuck with me, but it was something about the idea of looking for your biggest fears that intrigued me. Ever since that moment, I have continually asked myself, what is my biggest fear? So flash forward 5 months to the day I was getting a tour of a radiation therapy center. I was with a lovely tour guide, and I was having a great time touring the facility. But just like my experience watching Chasing Mavericks, there was one instance on the tour that stuck with me. We were halfway through the tour when the tour guide and I turned the corner into a hallway. She was pointing out different control rooms left to right, but all of a sudden, a little boy turned the corner with his mother and his doctor, and they were facing us. The tour guide says, "Oh, good morning, David," and his face just began to light up. He was wearing a bright blue shirt and was wearing jean shorts, and he honestly reminded me of the little boy I babysit. You see, David, he was probably only 5 to 6 years old, and he was clearly a patient receiving radiation. But I just could not take my eyes off of his huge smile. He opened his arms and he began to run up to the woman who was giving me a tour. However, the most amazing thing happened. Instead of giving the tour guide a hug, he just ran right past her and jumped into my arms. He was so excited to meet new people. And you could just tell that he was so happy to be where he was, even if he was about to receive radiation. Although I never got to sit down and really get to know David, his love for life is something I will honestly never forget. After that day, I realized what my biggest fear was. My biggest fear is waking up every day and not being happy with what I have planned for the day. How many of you have ever heard your parents complain in the morning about having to go to work? How many of you have ever waken up in the morning and you were not excited for the activities you were about to do that day? My question to you is, do you want to wake up every single morning wishing you were somewhere else, doing something else? As we begin to move forward, I challenge each of you to set the mindset right now that we will do things because we truly want to, rather than what outside influences are telling us. For example, if you've told yourself that you're going to be a doctor because of the money it makes, most likely you won't be happy being a doctor. The only reason you should ever become a doctor is because your heart is telling you that you want to be a doctor and that it's going to be something you will be proud of each and every day. Too many people our age make the mindset now that they will make their future decisions based on money or what other people expect them to do. If you plan to go on to college, decide right now that you will take some classes just because you honestly want to take them. You need to make sure that you will pursue an occupation because you will be proud being in that occupation. Now I know that in many cases, this is easier said than done, but the best way to make sure that you always do what is truly best for you is to trust yourself and to trust your intuition. No one had to tell David to be happy on a day-to-day basis. He had to get therapy every day to ensure that he would have the chance just to grow up. And I am positive he didn't want to always go to the center. But my small encounter with David showed me that it is always possible to love life, to be happy, and to prosper. So to my fellow classmates, trust that your heart and your gut know what is best for you. Make a mindset to do what you love, and you will be happy. I believe in you, your parents believe in you. In fact, every single person in this room believes in you. But the real question is, do you believe in yourself? Wherever you go, have fun, work hard, and love those around you. Good luck to all of you trust your intuition. Thank you.
To the esteemed administration and faculty, good evening. To the families of graduates, hello. To the sleeping grandparents in the back specifically, hello. And to the students, what's up 2014? I'm incredibly honored to be representing Jackson's graduating class this year. To be mentioned in the same sentence as Sue McCarr and Anna Pisher as this year's student speakers is still unimaginable to me. Thank you so much to the students for trusting me to speak on your behalf tonight. I've been so honored by this privilege to speak that I decided to devote the same intensity to this speech as any of us would devote to a summative paper due at the end of senior year. I began late last night. But similar to pulling an all-nighter, what I do want to talk to you about today is perseverance, the will to keep going. I'm so confident in my message that I want to give it to you straight from my heart. I don't need scripted sentences. I'm totally kidding. Public speaking, #1 fear in America. There's no way I would do this without it. In all seriousness, I thought for a long time what I could say to all of you today that would leave a lasting impression. And something I truly believe we should all be told before moving on is you must trust yourself to persevere throughout your life. I'll start with a quote from someone who shared this belief and was rather successful because of it. Maybe you've heard of him. Steve Jobs once said, "You can't connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect them looking backwards." So you have to trust that the dots will somehow connect in your future. You have to trust in something. Your gut, destiny, life, karma, whatever. This approach has never let me down, and it has made all the difference in my life. I like what Jobs said. You have to trust that the dots will somehow connect in your future. You really do have to trust that whatever happens to you will be in your favor. You have to trust in your destiny. But here's my question to you, 2014. What will your destiny be? If you remain confident and passionate throughout the rest of your personal challenges, I believe your destiny will be whatever you make of it. Now, of course, saying is easier than doing, but determination is the key here. You just have to keep going. We've all kept going before. We've all had to endure our own difficult situations growing up, even when it seemed like the world would end. On your first day of kindergarten, when the bus driver swung the doors open with an apathetic look and said, "Get in." And you look back at your mom like, "Why are you doing this to me?" But you kept going. You didn't know the dots were aligned, but you had faith in yourself. Or when you moved to that new school and no one knew who you were, you strived to adapt to a new environment. Or when you finally made it into high school and you had to put yourself out there, whether it was trying out for a sport, auditioning for a talent show, or simply making a presentation in front of your whole class, you believed in yourself, you kept going. Or when that really cute person came walking away in the hall, you know, the one that seems like they should have singing critters dancing around them, the one that makes you all blushing. Oh no, they're getting closer. Do you say hi? But what if the voice cracks? Maybe the head nod. How does your hair look? Oh no, forget the head nod, just sound cool. So, yeah, that sounds good. Okay, here they come. Go for the high five. Oh, sweet Caroline, they put out their closed hand, they're clearly initiating a fist bump, and you were coming in hot with an open palm. Abort, mission, repeat, abort! But you keep going. And you can still salvage what's left of this painfully awkward moment.
Time and
Kevin Min.
Sri Yamagata.
Hannah Noble.
Nusrat Norbach.
John Eric Nunez.
Emily O'Hare.
Diego Olano.
Jameson Olsen.
Javen Olson.
Benjamin O'Neill.
tassel from the right to left.
Graduation is finally complete. I look ugly and here's my sister. So yeah. So glad it's over, but it's a bittersweet moment. Anyway, until next time, stay flawless and I hope you guys have a blessed day. Bye guys.